Now, our first speaker, I should just say, has only just found out that he's going to give a speech. So it's going to be an interesting one, but he's a true professional. Now, I can tell you a little bit about him. He was born in Chennai, in India, came to the UK to study in 1964, and became a chartered management consultant. He then spent 28 years in industry, holding down various positions at senior level and of course working very hard. However, retirement signified, or heralded I should say, the busiest part of his life that was about to start. And he has gone on to serve the West Midlands in numerous roles, including Chief Executive, President, Vice President, Patron, Board Member, Chairman, Trustee, you name it, he has done it, of various numerous organisations in the West Midlands. It's easy to see then why he was actually awarded an OBE for services for urban regeneration in 1995, and then a CBE for services to business and education in the West Midlands in 2004. You would think that was enough, wouldn't you, ladies and gentlemen, for everybody else? But no, our first speaker tonight is currently Her Majesty's Lord Lieutenant of West Midlands. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a very warm welcome to Lord Paul Sabapathy CBE.
Good evening, everyone, and it's lovely to be here. Mayor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. You know what they say, there's never a free dinner. I've been doing this job for 6.5 years, and the most embarrassing time that I had is when I was giving out medals for people who had done wonderful things in Coventry. And there was a citation, and every time I had to go to some function, they said, do you have to do anything? And they said, there's nothing. So I was the sixth speaker to give the medal, and it was to Councillor John Mutton, who was the leader of Coventry Council at the time. And everyone before me were telling about what this person had achieved, and I knew nothing. I was having to talk about him, and I had nothing. I knew that he was the leader of Coventry Council. I knew that he was interested in disabled sports. And I knew that previously I'd been in Portsmouth 2 days before to give the, for the launch of HMS Diamond, which is the £1 billion warship that was being launched. And I was talking to the Lord Mayor of Coventry, and he was the other party who said a good man. So I made all my speech just from that, and people didn't know I didn't know anything about it. So I hope today I might know a bit more, because as Sameena said, I was born in India and came here in '64. What I wanted to really say is that I came here knowing nobody, not a single person, not a friend of a friend. And then 43 years later, to be made Her Majesty's Lord Lieutenant, to be the Queen's senior-most person, has been a fantastic opportunity. But I am just one about many. Recently, I had to, I was with Lord Billamoria of Cobra Via, and he was made as Chancellor of Birmingham University, the first Parsi Chancellor of Birmingham University. And I just want to share with you a story that I had to give the Queen's Award for Enterprise about 6 weeks ago to Mr. Ratan Tata and Mr. Cyrus Mistry. And he was talking about, so I was talking about a story that Karan told me. And this story is about when the Parsis, the Zoroastrians, were in Persia, and they were being, persecuted. So they came to Gujarat, and so they said to the king of Gujarat, "Can we come in? You know, we're looking for refuge." And the king of Gujarat said, "There's no room here. We can't accommodate you." So he said, "Well, King, give me an opportunity. he said, can you bring a glass of milk? So the king said to one of his retinue, bring a glass of milk. And then he said, can you bring a bit of sugar? And the glass was full right to the top. So he took this bit of sugar and gently stirred it without making even a drop spill. And then he said to the king, drink it. And the king said, what sweet milk it is. And so he said, if you allow us Parsis to come and settle in Gujarat in India, we will make your milk sweet. And I think that, I said to Mr. Tata, that is what you've done at JLR. And it's really appropriate that, I'm not sure exactly what the family connection is, whether he was his grandfather or, but it was J.R.D. Tata who started Air India. And that is what the Indians, the Pakistanis, the South Asians have done coming into this country. They've made this country sweeter. And so chicken tikka masala has taken over for fish and chips. And that is a tribute to all the hard work, the perseverance, and everything. And I was here about 2 weeks ago, all dressed up in my Lord Lieutenant's uniform for the direct flight from China. And isn't it wonderful that we've now got direct flights from Birmingham to India, to Amritsar. And I understand from 4 flights a week, we're going to move to a daily flight. We're then part of the Star Alliance. And I've lived here 50 years. I'm proud to be British, but I'm proud of my Indian heritage. My son got married in Oxford University at Wadham Chapel, and he wore an Indian kurta for his wedding and all his best man. So we Indians, Pakistanis, Bangladeshis, all the South Asians are giving a great deal to this country, making this country sweeter and better. And I hope that this flight will encourage more people to travel, for the airline and this whole economy to succeed. I just want to leave with one thought with you. At the moment in Birmingham, the ethnic minorities in the schools are the majority. In 10 years' time, 15 years' time, Birmingham, the second largest city in this country, with over 1.1 million people, is going to become an ethnic minority majority city. And we need to make sure that all our institutions and so on recognize that and deal with it. And this year, on the 3rd of August, is the outbreak of the First World War. Do people realize that 1 million Indians from the Indian subcontinent fought in the First World War? 74,000 died, 14 VCs. The first VC was to a Pakistani. So all the freedoms that all the Asians here enjoy, 74,000 of your forebears gave their lives for all the freedom. And I think our children and our grandchildren need to recognize that all the freedoms we enjoy, our forebears paid a price for it. And so I think it's really important that we realize that we're very much part of this community. We have a lot to offer, and I think I can go around this room and there'll be many, many cases who have achieved much more than I have done, at least in terms of money. And you know, we need to really celebrate, and I hope that these flights, that Air India with the Star Alliance reaches to the stars. Thank you very much.